In Vienna and across Central Europe, the traditional Christmas markets are well underway. They're symbolic of a Christian heritage and a sense of European cultural identity. In 2016, the European nations led the campaign for a global solution to the migration crisis. But a string of populist election victories since then means the UN Compact, which emerged from that crisis, is being disowned by its architects. First to go was Hungary.
We see that Pact coming into the field of national sovereignty. Certainly it is trying to make migration a human right, which, if you take a closer look, is opening Pandora's box.
That's a perspective, though, that the United Nations insists is just plain wrong. The UN says that the compact is not legally binding and does not create any new human rights. Furthermore, it says national sovereignty over migration is explicitly protected in the document, so long as it complies with international law. But it's caveats just like that which have been pounced upon by Europe's new nationalists, with Austria leading the way. Researchers point to a new generation of politicians across Europe who understand that migration can sway elections.
It seems that migration is one of the only remaining topics where somehow nation states are seeing how they can uphold this illusion of control and sovereignty. And certainly it's also related to more and more polarized public debate.
After Austria followed Hungary, more fell like dominoes. Slovakia, Italy, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Poland and Switzerland have all either withdrawn or suspended their participation. Why? Because according to one academic, by starting from a pro-migration stance, the UN Compact underestimated and ignored the concerns of individual citizens.
There are no kind of conditions where it's the limit of migration, right? There's no kind of, it completely ignores the potential cultural aspects, which I think are increasingly important for most Europeans. And I think what we see in most countries is, right, it's not so much the economic side that people voice about migration. I think it's kind of a fear of loss of cultural identity.
The numbers of refugees entering Europe has dropped sharply since the height of the migrant crisis in 2015. But the challenge of how to address future crises remains. NGOs are warning that nationalism cannot solve global problems.
Not signing the compact means not participating in the solution, being not part in the solution of the global challenge. And if I want to tackle the challenge seriously, then I have to be part of the global community.
Christmas is a season of goodwill, where families gather and exchange gifts. In Europe's increasingly nationalistic political landscape, though, charity begins and ends at home. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, Vienna.